Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting and the flags came out almost immediately.
The handoff, McCaffrey running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing is Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Pats, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll bison, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Walker in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Going for it with Pierce. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. We're scoreless after one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right?
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Patriots will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case,
and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Christian McCaffrey. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 5 now. Hurts. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended. Points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go again with Cannon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The drive starts for the completion, left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Over the middle, he finds Eskridge.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag. That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run again with Cannon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Straight ahead, this is Cannon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I think we have to give all the credit to the defense there. Very disciplined in their approach. Never allowed a cutback lane, which was exactly what he was looking for. They end up forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On first down, Hurts.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Rolling to his right.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hurts. Right side, and he finds Gray.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
They'll look to throw again.
Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One more time, it's Cannon.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And some space here. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Still 15 yards to go, second down.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
56, boy, 56, check 56. Panther Street. Hustle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
They give to Cannon, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. Touchdown, Patriots. Gabriel Davis, 54 yards. And the Pats are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Finding room at midfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll roll him out right.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
He can't, man. He's not going to get me.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dameon Pierce.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Patriots, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Watson off play action. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now Carr. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Swift.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Quintez Cephas.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now it's Watson. It's complete to Diggs. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Watson's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They're going to go with a tight end here on a running play. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jake Ferguson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
65 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 2, Carr.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They started on the ground with Eckler. They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 50, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Steps away to his left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Carr now on first down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Stephon Diggs, 60 yards.
And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Carr going to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tariq Cohen. A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Marr on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Going deep for Diggs.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely. In an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Eckler is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr now to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
To throw his Carr. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Come on now, let's go.
Eckler now between the tackles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. On the give, this is Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Austin Eckler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Cowboys, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Play action here. Corral.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina.
DK Metcalf.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Huntley to throw. There's Chris Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Saints at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Hey, Cash.
To throw, Huntley.
This is intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So a first interception thrown for him there. And that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. And that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game. But this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. Here's Corral. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Corral. And that is incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
Oh, I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here's Huntley.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Running room for Kamara on first down as he takes this forward. It's a gain of 7 there on first down. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Thomas, the man in motion left.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Kamara, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. Third and goal. Looking to throw. Huntley. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On fourth down, Huntley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Here's Corral for down near his own goal line.
He'll buy some time right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, it's Corral. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before break. Huntley. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Dancing to his left. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Huntley. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. Huntley. Looking long for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On the ground with a tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
On 1st down, Huntley being chased out left. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw. Huntley. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. King going to look to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action, Corral. Flushed out right. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work down inside the 45. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
On 1st and 10, Huntley steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Fakes a handoff here. Corral. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking to throw. Huntley, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Off the play fake. Huntley sliding out of the pocket. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Penny up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And Corral will throw it.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Panthers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.